I need to sincerely apologize to everybody. I did promise you a movie review yesterday, but I fell asleep watching it. It's one of the hazards of the job, so I am sorry this is a little bit late. But for Nancy Meyers, it's worth it. Because legitimately, does she make a bad movie? The answer is no. Did you ever see The Parent Trap? Did you see The Holiday? I haven't seen The Holiday, but I did see The Parent Trap. So no, she does not make a bad movie. Anyways, this is 2003's Something's Gotta Give, starring Jack Nicholson, Diane Keaton, Frances McDormand, and Keanu Reeves. Now the thing being is, I didn't read anything about this. I didn't read who all was in it. I recognized 2 faces from a poster, but that was it. I didn't read descriptions. I just clicked in, let's go. That's why I was so surprised by Keanu Reeves just showing up out of nowhere. But funny enough, he just kind of disappeared out of nowhere too. Just blowing where the wind takes him. May it take him to my house. What's this about? Presumably, it's what I think the Ghost of Christmas Future is doing to Leonardo DiCaprio as we speak. Jack Nicholson is 62, but he has this really big love of young women. He doesn't date over the age of 30, which is that even really dating? They're having a good time, and the girl he's currently seeing knows that it's not a long-term commitment. They're just having fun. Well, they decide to go up to her mom's beach house for the weekend, but when they get there, her mom and her aunt are there, and they're pretty brash to him because, you know, he is 62 and she is under 30. And then he has a whole heart attack. But he is saved by Keanu Reeves, who's a doctor. But the heart attack hit him pretty hard, so now he can't leave the beach house. And Diane Keaton has to take care of him because he fired a nurse. And her daughter left for the city, even though this is her boyfriend. But no, this falls into Diane Keaton's lap. And at the same time, Dr. Keanu Reeves is completely smitten by Diane Keaton. He's 36, and she's like close to 60. But he asked her on a hot date. But at the same time, she's got like this casual thing going on with Jack Nicholson, and then they finally sleep together, and she's really into him. And he's all like, you know, I don't really like being monogamous. And she's like, okay, but she accidentally fell in love with him. And then, you know, he gets better, they part ways. She's sad for like a really long time, and it inspires her to write another play. Well, then he's living his life, she's living her life. She gets with Keanu Reeves. The play's a big hit, which is about Jack Nicholson and everything that they went through. Jack Nicholson has this epiphany, sells all his businesses, apologizes to every woman who he ever slept with, and flies all the way to Paris to find Diane Keaton, except Diane Keaton is still with Keanu Reeves. But when everybody has dinner together, Keanu Reeves breaks up with her because she needs to be with Jack Nicholson, and they live happily ever after. The end. Now, did I like it? Yes. Granted, that ending where Keanu Reeves is just like, I saw you two, you're still in love. Except he didn't say it. Diane Keaton told us he said it, so we never saw that part, which would have been nice to see. But whatever, it's not just about storylines. This is a whole aesthetic. This movie is a whole aesthetic. An aesthetic I would like in my home, but I'm not very good at decorating. But the wonderful thing about Nancy Meyers is she wants you to welcome in the golden years. She doesn't make you feel bad about getting older. She doesn't make you fear. So that's a 10 out of 10 for me. Also, this was 2003, so Keanu Reeves had a little Nokia cell phone in here, but his hands are humongous, so it looks so tiny and so funny. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Okay, bye. You gotta roll with the punches, yeah, but something's gotta give. Something's gotta give.